Hello, my name is Allie Hankins, and I choreographed the Common Touch video. One of the best things about the video that I had nothing to do with are Eddie's gloves. He made that call, but I do feel like it really adds a wonderful, menacing quality to that opening gesture of him tugging on Zach's shirt. I choreographed this dance on 3 dancer friends of mine, so it was kind of impossible to know how it would translate onto these non-dancer bodies, but I am very pleased with the way it turned out. Zach had approached me and asked me to choreograph something weirdly classical, I think are the words he used, and I don't really choreograph classical things, so it was a unique challenge. And I think what I actually made is something that's weirdly lyrical. In the moment coming up here, I think I have people grab their hips and kind of gesture to someone else's hips in the moment where Zach sings, "You have an empty space that I fill just right there." I knew this choreography would expect quite a lot of precision, and I knew that was something that could only be achieved after a lot of rehearsal time. But when I got to Portland, I found that we didn't really have a lot of time to rehearse. The quality that results is kind of surprisingly satisfying because they all didn't really know what was coming next, and they were always anticipating the next movement. So there's this vague internal focus throughout the choreography that I find very interesting. Things like force or momentum or contact between two dancers lose a lot of their impact because the muscle memory isn't there and they weren't anticipating it fully. But I really am happy with the way those moments sort of dissolve into these meaningless gestures that don't actually accomplish the task that they were made to accomplish. I had imagined this video being shot from one point in the audience at the front of the stage. So when I choreographed it, I was trying to emphasize the depth of the space. And had I known the camera would be moving around with the dancers, I would have tried to capitalize on the quality that results from that. I really am pretty proud of these gestures, this gestural sequence. And I had maybe intended for it to be something that everyone performed in unison, perhaps walking in a circle around the stage as a homage to Pina Bausch. But as it turned out, this made more sense. And I do enjoy how it turned out. I like that people's silhouettes are sort of extra players in this moment. You can actually see me here hiding in the wings, and I'm stomping out the counts so that everyone could hear me, so that they would know which measure they were on, so that they could later back into their ending places together in unison. And I like to think of this as my Nijinsky moment, like when his Rite of Spring caused riots in Paris and he had to shout out the steps and the counts to his dancers on stage because the rioting was so loud that it drowned out the music.